Oh, petty. Okay, so now I've forgotten what I was going to say.
If you want a hard and fast action film,
Yes,
Baby Driver. If you want whatever this is.
This is a sumptuous film with a lot of contours in it, with vast, sprawling wilderness, and it was a gritty film that takes its time to work out exactly where it wants to go. Do you like that?
Wonderful.
You just said, yeah, and it goes on forever. Yeah. All right, so that's Revenant.
So,
yeah.
Revenant, 7.5 stars from Paul and 5 stars from me.
Worth a watch if you're a patient person.
If you've got 2.5 hours to waste, go for your life.
Okay, all right. Well, see, we're getting good at this now, aren't we?
What, me going, that was rubbish, and you going, oh, I loved it.
Well, I'm more artistic than you are.
Yes, you are, actually.
Yes, well, I thought we've established that.
Yep,
all
sorry,
right,
we have.
okay. Now, it is now this week for Paul's magical movie moment. See how I just clipped that one off. It's a little bit, what I've done this week is I just thought I'll go for a theme, a little bit of a theme. I needed something to lift my spirits a little bit and get me all charged up, ready for like the onslaught of Christmas. And so I just thought what I'm going to do is go and get three, I should say, shorter speeches that I've just tacked together, and I've just said a few words in between each one, sort of thing, just to give you the basics of what they are and what they're about, sort of thing. Are we ready?
So it's Paul's magic movie moments.
Moments.
Times 3.
Momento. (1976), the film called The Network, and this is famously known as the Mad as Hell speech, when a fired TV broadcaster, Howard Beale, pleads with people not to believe what they see on TV and not to feel powerless against the political and media forces in the world. It is as applicable then as it is now.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value. So, I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. I want you to get up right now. Get up, go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. Things have got to change.
How many stations does this go out?
You've got to get mad.
67. I know it goes to Louisville and Atlanta.
I'm not going to take this anymore. Then we'll figure out what to do about the depression and the inflation and the oil crisis. But first, get up out of your chairs, open the window, stick your head out and yell, and say, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
2006, and Nick Nolte explaining how to deal with the distractions in your life.
There's never nothing going on if you're looking with a clear mind. Start with the past, Dan. Understand something. There's nothing you can do to change it. The past is completely out of your control. You're up on the rings and you think to yourself, the last time I didn't do so good. The past now has all your attention and concentration. So throw it out. The same with the future. Gee, I really hope I ace my dismount. I really hope Joy and I get together. The future now has your concentration. You see? So throw it out. Take out the trash, Dan. The trash is anything that is keeping you from the only thing that matters. This moment. Here and now. And when you truly are in the here and now, you'll be amazed at what you can do and how well you can do it.
And finally, Rocky Balboa tells his son in 1976 in the film Rocky a couple of home truths to his own son that I think any father worth his salt should tell their son when he can understand. Listening, Tom?
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. I'm always gonna love you no matter what. No matter what happens. You're my son, you're my blood. You're the best thing in my life. But until you start believing in yourself, you ain't gonna have a life.
So there you go. What do you think?
That could be for sons and daughters.
Yes, but... Yes, it probably could. But, yeah, I've only got a son. I don't have a daughter.
Okay.
Me Too movement does not extend to...
Your household.
My household, no. No. Probably should.
I'm sure it already does.
Oh, look, I'm sure. In educationally wise, I'm speaking, I'm sure. Yes, it does. But yes, we have purely male issues that we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. Like, Tom, why did you wipe all the shit all over the wall? Couldn't believe it.
I must say I've never had that, thank goodness.
I worked out what it was. My son, I came in. We had
my gosh, you're really going to share this with people?
I can cut it.
Oh.
It's all good. I don't know. It depends if it comes out okay. Essentially, what happened was we're just about to get ready for the birthday party, and everybody was just about to arrive, and I went into the toilet, and there was toilet paper all over the floor, and there was these fingerprints with brown marks all over. Yes. I think he got his fingers was stuck with shit or something, and he was trying to get it off, and he was using the wall to wipe off try and get the toilet paper off it. But so anyway, I didn't yell at him, but I got him to help me. So
that's good.
Yes. He was most crestfallen because I just kept asking, "Why, Tom? Why?"
Did you chuck him in the shower?
Yeah, of course. I had to do lots of things, and I had to do it all very quickly because I only had about 10 minutes before everybody else turned up.
Until we rocked up.
Until you guys rocked up. And then you go, "Hi, how is everyone?" "Fine." Okay.
I must say I've never had to deal with that, thank goodness.
Yes. Well,
yeah, I've been pretty lucky, really.
Yep. you're all over it, whereas I tend to be, my son is he's a very earthy kind of kid.
Oh, no, my son's
And when I say
trouble,
earthy...
but he just stands there and yells out my name until I come and assist him. if it's gone too troublesome.
Yes. Okay, so after that wonderful thing, I'll just beep, there's my editing point. Okay.
So the second film that we watched,
yes,
which is both films tonight were based on true stories.
That's right.
I didn't think about that
No,
until I
I
was
picked
writing.
up on it a little while ago, but yes, I picked up on it when I was watching this one.
I've got it written here because it just as a thought. But.
Yes, because I knew last week that we could be getting into some dark conversations, particularly with this one.
So the second film that we looked at, that I put up only because I hadn't seen it and I wanted to see it,
Yep.
was Burke Hare. That was put out in 2010.
Okay. Could you give me the synopsis, please?
You just keep asking me. I was just going to go for it.
Oh, well, I need to know when you're about to do it.
Oh, so you can put music and stuff behind it.
That's right.
I still don't get why you do that, but anyway, you're boys.
Professionalism, Pip. You wouldn't
right.
understand.
No, I'm talent challenged. I've got a shirt that says so. Oh, dear, right. Based on the 16 murders carried out in Edinburgh in the early 19th century, William Burke and William Hare happened upon a lucrative business providing cadavers to Dr. Knox, who requires the bodies for dissection and lectures.
Now, I also watched a little bit of a documentary today on the two of them, and the guy who was running it was one of the actors. He was the guy who was in, The Evil Criminal.
The Evil Criminal.
Remember the Evil Criminal who was getting money off the boys?
Which one? There was a couple of them.
Well, the first one who was running the inn. He was the lower tier.
David Schofield.
Yes, I think it was him who was involved in it.
Okay, I haven't seen it. Is it good?
Okay. Well, I couldn't watch the whole thing because I was running out of time and I had things to do. But yeah, look, I
Was
quite
it
enjoyed it.
pre-movie or post-movie?
I think it might have been post because they did mention it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes,
I
they
might
did
go and check
mention
that
the
out during the week then.
Yeah, no, it was quite good.
Yeah,
It was a BBC affair, so it'll be a little devoid of, over the topness, but you know what I'm saying. Like the British. Well, the British have a different way of doing documentaries, and I have to say I probably prefer it to the American style because, well, the American documentaries, like I watch a lot of documentaries on tanks and warfare and stuff like that. And the American ones want you to make sure that you understand the point, and so they keep hammering the same point and repeating it again and again and again, whereas the British just kind of assume that
You'll get it.
We'll tell you this once, and if you don't remember, there'll be a quiz at the end of it. And if you don't, we'll send some men around, and they'll pull out the TV out of the wall, And that's how a documentary should be.
In other words, the British are subtle where the Americans bang you over the head to make sure you've understood.
Yeah, that's it. They complete, they keep thumping you with it, the same thing, sort of thing. And after a while, particularly if you already know the subject matter reasonably well, like in war documentaries and stuff like that, then it gets a little tedious after a while. Whereas the British ones tend to be, you go, and they'll throw in little bits and you go, oh, I didn't know that.
So, in other words, the British expect you to know, even though it's a documentary on teaching you.
Well,
and the Americans sort of assume you don't know.
On a more educational basis.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think their priorities are slightly different. I think
And how do Aussies stand on this?
What do you mean?
Our documentaries.
Oh, well, we have Russell Coight.
I don't think that's a documentary.
Guys, everybody out there in the world, everywhere else, get on YouTube and type in Russell Coight and enjoy.
Oh, gosh.
And try and work out if it's for real or not.
I'm watching a riot documentary on that's oh my gosh, what's the guy's name? That's really terrible. He writes all the war books, like Tobruk and.
Oh, Fitzsimmons.
Thank you, Fitzsimmons.
Yes.
He's
Peter Fitzsimmons.
Yes, Peter Fitzsimmons is doing a riot. He's narrating a riot documentary.
Again. A riot documentary.
Riot documentary talking about riots in Australia.
Right.
And I've been listening
Did
to
you get that? Did you like
boom,
that?
Boom.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I was very proud.
No, and I'm just again, a lot of stuff gets repeated, but of course we keep repeating our mistakes, so therefore they keep